Hi guys, good evening. Good evening everyone. Before I start the lecture, I would just want to know that you can see me clearly, you can hear me clearly, and also you can see my iPad screen. So give a yes for all three. Can you see me clearly? Can you see me clearly? Okay. Can you hear me clearly? Is my voice audible? Okay. Is the iPad screen also visible? All right, great, great. So we will start in just 4 more minutes. So a lot of people would be joining. So I do not want people to miss out. So I'll start at 5:05. Waiting for 3-4 more minutes. Okay. I am doing fine. I hope you guys are doing fine also. So meanwhile, I have attached a document for you guys. So can you check out this document in the notice board? I have attached this document. Great, Vedanshu. I'm glad it helped. Can you check this document? Let me share the link again so that you can at least brief yourself with what I am going to do across the lecture. All right, great. So in any case, if you could not, here is the link again. I have just posted the link again. Anant, you can. I would share my LinkedIn handle, so certainly we can connect over there. No problem. Oh, the learnability part was difficult. No problem, Veer. So most likely we would be making a curriculum around that also. But for today, let us focus on this new internship that we are starting today. Okay. Waiting another 3 minutes before I start. So we would end at 6:30. We would finish around 6:30, 6:30, 6:35. So plus minus 10 minutes. All right, Pratyush, we are waiting for your friend. Don't worry. So Yash is also here.
Hi, hi everyone. Hi everyone.
Hi Yash, how are you?
I think thanks a lot, Sumit, for being here with us today to take us through this session. Everyone is super excited about AI, and we're
Yeah.
looking forward for an amazing session.
Sure, sure. So we'll begin just 2 more minutes because people are still joining. So it is.
Yes,
I'll start at
absolutely.
5:05.
Perfect.
Okay. Meanwhile, I think we can do a poll. Um, so, so just let me know about this poll. Everyone, can you participate in this poll? Have you guys used any AI tool so far? So in the chat, you can tell me which AI tool have you used so far. So it's a good split. Good split. So you guys are getting familiar with. You have started to use. Very nice, very nice. 80-20 is a split. Great. So Bard is now called Gemini. All right, all right, all right. More than 20 now. Nice, nice. So this is a pretty aware crowd. All right, all right. So let's begin with the session. Okay. All right. So before we begin, I would like to set up an introduction between me and you. So who am I and what am I assuming about you? Okay. So about myself. Guys, my name is Sumit Malik and I am a lead instructor at Scalar. Before Scalar, I was founder of Pep Coding. So Pep Coding is a DSA content creator. You can find our YouTube channel and you can learn from there if you want. And right now in Scalar, I am a instructor. So I teach people generally DSA and LLD. So about you, what is my assumption about you? And why is this assumption necessary? So that you understand when I create content, when I would teach you something, I would be teaching you that content based around this assumption. I assume you are 12th or 11th grade students, 11th or 12th grade students. And you guys are willing to do this internship with Scalar. And why is that a very good decision is because the best way of learning something is to actually do it in a real work time environment. So let's say if you want to learn sales, the best way to learn sales is to do sales. If you want to learn marketing, the best way to learn marketing is to do marketing. Best way to learn how a startup works is to work with a startup. Alright, so congratulations on that decision. And but a very important part of internship is tasks. So I believe any real learning only happens if you do something. Okay? So think of it like maths. So let's say you sit in a lecture and you are learning from a teacher and he's teaching you maths, but you are not solving the questions. You are not going to get skilled with maths. And same thing happens with this programming world also, with startups also, AI tools also. Even for cricket, if you watch a cricket match, you would only learn up to an extent unless you go out and play yourself. Okay, so I would be giving you some tasks. First I would teach you something, I would make you fairly skilled around it. Then I would give you a task so that you actually can practice what you have learned. Okay, so this assumption is very important, that you are doing an internship and you are willing to do tasks that I would assign to you. Alright, dashboard would be assigned to you, no problem. So the team told me that dashboard would be ready by tomorrow and the support team would talk to you about the dashboard. Of course, Sayam, you can do that. I don't think that is a problem. You are actually doing an internship, so certainly you should write that on your LinkedIn profile. Okay? I want to show you how we are using AI tools for different purposes. So I will be covering a few tools. A few tools that I have decided to use is ChatGPT. There is Gemini coming from Google. There is Bing. So Bing's image creator is pretty good, so I've been using that. Besides that, a couple of other tools also I figured out. There's one Claude, Mistral. So because sometimes when you are using the free tier, what happens is your quota for the day gets over. For example, let us say you are using Bing and you have created enough images using Bing. Now you can move to maybe Claude or Mistral to create the rest of the images. Okay. So one thing I would focus on the tools, but more importantly, besides tools, I would also show you different tasks. That is very important. So you should not try to focus on the tool, what this tool is capable of. Instead, you are more concerned about what can I do? Can this tool do this task that I require? So the task that I would focus on is the task that we generally use it for. So in Scalar, we had been using it for content generation, different kind of content, sometimes teaching content, sometimes quizzes, sometimes social media posts. So we use it for different purposes. Second is document analysis. You upload a document and the GPT is able to read that document and tell you what the document contains. You can, so that you can quiz the document, you can query the document. Sometimes documents are very dense. So document processing, also image processing. So document processing and image processing is same. Next is image generation. So this is different from the second one. Second one is document processing. You upload a document or an image and you ask questions related to that. Third is image generation. You give a prompt and you create an image from that. Next, very prominent use is data analysis. Data analysis. For example, let us say all my students have given a test and I want to figure out in which topic are they the weakest, which topic they have not been able to grasp. So I can analyze the data and try to identify where are they scoring high, where are they scoring low. What is the pattern of the lecture? What is the pattern of the cohort? Okay. Of course, besides this, we use it for code generation, different kind of code generation. So programming related queries, we use it for that. Okay. Then finally, I would share some plugins that I have been using, plugins and GPTs that I have been using, which are not created by OpenAI, but have been created by other developers using ChatGPT. So very interesting ones. I would share those also. So this is what I want to do across the lecture. After doing this tools and tasks, I would share the few recent happenings. We would not cover those tools, a few more tools. tools to keep an eye on. So what you should keep an eye on. Okay. Then one very important thing is how to keep yourself updated with the recent happenings. So here I would want to ask you a question. How do you yourself keep yourself updated about the latest happenings these days? So how do you get to know about the latest tools that are coming in? So I would want you to write. So there is one called YouTube. Some people are saying YouTube. So do not write social media. So say something specific. Specific as in which YouTube channel, which website are you following? So Morning Brew, which newsletter? TechCrunch, awesome. On Instagram, which channel are you following? GitHub, TechCrunch, Varun Maya, all right, nice. Great. So I would go through this chat after the lecture so that I can also start following some of these. Great. So Dhruv Rathi, is Dhruv Rathi also doing stuff on ChatGPT related things? Martin Fowler, nice. All right. So I will share you my resources also, and we would end the lecture with, first I would define a homework for you, because this is the most important part. If you really want to learn it, attending the lecture would only teach you 10%, doing the activity would teach you the rest 90%. So this is 90%. Today lecture is 10%. So this is going to be very important. Doing this task is going to be very important. Then I would have a few questions and answers. Whatever questions that you have for me related to the lecture, I would try to take those. If you have some questions for the support team, so you can also ask them. For example, you wanted to know about your dashboard, so the team would help you with those things. Okay? Is it fine to start? Can we start with the real lecture now? All right. Okay. So you know what we are going to do. Okay. All right. So in the demo with tools, I have defined 6 group of tasks. So the first category of tasks that I would do is content generation. And I think most of you, if not all, most of you would have created some content using some of the tools. Okay. So which all tools will I show here? I would show you some via ChatGPT, of course Gemini, Bing coming from Microsoft, Bing and Copilot. Then we can take a look on Claude and Mistral. So I would give the same prompt to all 5 and see what output do I get. Okay. So in content generation, the first thing that I myself use it for is for brainstorming ideas. For example, one of the uses that I did in the last 6 months or so is I wanted to create a few YouTube channels, and I wanted to have a good set of ideas from which to pick my name of the YouTube channel. So one of the things that I used it for was, I want to create such and such a YouTube channel. What are the possible names? Okay. So what I would do now is I would share you the screen and I would write the prompt and see what we get. Okay. What am I going to do is, let me again say what I'm going to do is, let us say I want to create a YouTube channel where I want to teach people programming. Okay. And I have a specific requirement that I would dream of different stuff and try to build that stuff. And I would want ChatGPT or any of the AI tools to give me some ideas. What can I call my YouTube channel? Okay. So let me share you my screen. If you see my screen, let me know. When you see my entire screen, let me know. So I think the entire screen should be visible now. The entire screen is visible now? All right. So you know the context now. The context is, so let's start a new prompt. Or let me go in a old one. Let me refresh all of these. This is Claude. Claude is from Anthropic. Okay. And this is Mistral. So let's speak to Claude here. Let's speak to Claude. let us set the context. I am a computer science teacher. I want to create a YouTube channel to teach people programming. I want to help the learners understand that dreaming stuff and building stuff is the best way of learning. Best way of learning. Please suggest at least 10 names that I can use for my YouTube channel. So I'll pick the same query and post it everywhere. So post it on Mistral also. Let me post it at Copilot also. Let me give it to Gemini also. So this is the first usage that I've been doing. So let me start ChatGPT again. Let's see what have I received. So Gemini has given me an answer. So Code Carpenter, Codecraft Academy, Dream to Binary, Pixel Professors. Okay, let me again say, I want to include my name in the channel. My name is Sumit. Also the essence of dreaming and building should be reflected in the channel name. Okay. So, let's see what we have from Copilot. Copilot is giving me actually better names. Build a Byte with Sumit. I like this name. Coding Canvas, Dream Code Workshop. That is not syntax century, but I like this name. Build a Byte with Sumit. So it has build, a byte, and Sumit. So I like this one. So this is about the brainstorming part. So here I think I have something from Claude also. Most of them are similar only, so not much of a difference here. So this is the first usage that I have been doing generally. All right. Yeah, Bing is made of ChatGPT. So Bing actually behind the scenes is using ChatGPT only. How is Devin AI? I have not used Devin AI as of now. As of yet, I have not used it. Llama 3 is from Meta. let's not be too quick to say Devin AI is a scam or has flopped. We do not know. Okay. All right. So this is the first activity that I wanted to show. This was the first one. So Bing is actually their search engine. Copilot is the part which is working like GPT. All right. So my ChatGPT is actually not working. Just give me 1 second. I would want to start a ChatGPT also. Why? No problem. So we have a rest of them also. Okay. So this is the first activity that I generally use it for, brainstorming for ideas. What is the second thing that I would use it for is for creating content for my lectures. Okay. Let me go back to sharing my iPad. So this was one. The second kind of content generation that I have been doing using GPT is content creation for lectures, and I think most of the teachers have been using it for that. For example, let us say I have taught people object-oriented programming and I wanted to take a quiz. Okay, so generally I would at least get a few questions from any of the GPTs. Okay. Of course, you would get the recorded session. For now, please focus on what we are doing as of now. So let me show you how to create a quiz of object-oriented programming. and I would want the questions to be, I would want to be specific. I would want the questions to be objective type. Everyone would have one correct answer. Also, the questions should not be theoretical. The questions should be programming based questions. Okay. So let me know when you can again see the entire screen, and let's do it again together. Is there a lag here? Are you guys getting a lag, or it is working fine now? No lag, no? All right. Okay. So here am I speaking to ChatGPT, and let's see the prompt. I would want to be specific. What I would say here is, I am a computer science teacher. I have taught my students object-oriented programming using Java. I want to quiz them. Please generate 10 objective type questions on this topic. Each question should have a programming snippet. A programming should have a code, and the options should have possible answers. Also, each question should have one correct answer only. So 10 would be too much. Let us say 3. Please generate the quiz. So I pick the same, and let's see what kind of questions Gemini generates. Let us give this to Copilot also. Let us give this to Claude also, and to Mistral also. And let's see what we get. All of them are free. So all of these are free. So here I get a code snippet. I'm getting it from, this one is from Mistral. I'm getting a code snippet. It is showing a code. And then there are 4 answers, and I am given an answer also. So this is how we have been using it. One was for brainstorming ideas. Second was for content creation. Let's see what Claude is doing. So Claude is giving a fair answer. I think it has generated 3 questions. Yes, it has generated 3 questions. Copilot has started to generate now. And Gemini has also given the answers. Okay. Of course, GPTs can be wrong. So we do not just pick up them like that. So we generate the content, and then we see whether it is correct or not. Only then we use it. Okay. But I think this part I think was obvious to everyone, because everyone should have been using it. All right. So let me again go to okay. The next thing that I would want to show is document processing, but for that I would want my GPT to work. Just wait 1 minute. Yeah, it has started to work. Is ChatGPT down or what? Just give me 1 second. Let me log in into GPT. Can you test one thing? Are you guys able to open ChatGPT? My ChatGPT I was not able to open. Are you guys able to open ChatGPT? No worries. Let's move on. Second thing that I want to show was document processing. I think Claude allows me to do document processing. Yes, Claude allows me to do document processing. Gemini can only allows me to upload images, not let's say if I want to upload a PDF, that does not allow me to do that. Also, Copilot does not allow me to upload anything besides an image. Claude is the only free tool that I found out that allows me to upload a document. Okay, so what I would do is I would upload a PDF. So I have this PDF which tells something about processes. Okay, so this is the PDF, and I would want to ask Claude questions about whatever is in this PDF. So just wait 1 minute. So this PDF has details about operating system processes. Okay, so they have taught different concepts of processes. So what I would say to Claude is, tell me the summary of this document. So it could be a big document. It's a fairly big document. I would just ask, tell me the summary of this document. So let's go to Claude, and I would upload. I would go to downloads and VIP lecture, and this process is okay. Please give a brief summary of this document. So it is able to, Claude is able to read my document, and it tells me whatever is written in that document. Okay. This is one of the things that I have been using it for. Generally, I would use ChatGPT for it, but I could not show ChatGPT for now. Let me try to open ChatGPT again, because that is the only other place where I can show this. No problem. No problem. One of the recent things that I used ChatGPT very prominently recently was so I wanted to make a body fat analyzer. Okay, please listen to this part. Very, very interesting story. I wanted to make a body fat analyzer. Do you guys know what a body fat analyzer is? Body fat scale is. Are you guys aware of body fat analyzers? You guys are aware. Okay. So what is it? If you know it, what is it? Tell me what is a body fat analyzer. If you know it, do not write a yes or no, but tell me what a body fat analyzer is. Body mass index is something else. Okay. Okay. So your body is made of course, water and muscles and bones and fat. Okay. A normal body scale only tells you how much weight you have, but a body fat analyzer tells you this breakup also. For example, let us say I am 80 kgs. My body fat analyzer is a machine that would tell me individual part of these. So how a body fat analyzer generally works is, it sends a microcurrent. It sends a current in microamperes in your body, and your body provides resistance to that current, and there is a voltage fall. So one of the electrodes is applied to the thumb, the second electrode is applied to your heel, and the current flows through your body, and there is a voltage fall. By knowing the voltage fall, the program is able to estimate the resistance that your body gave to the current, and using that resistance, this resistance given by your body, we are able to estimate how much is the water, how much is the muscles, how much is the bones, how much is the fat. Okay. So I wanted to make this machine. So what did I do? I bought a machine. I bought a body fat analyzer because I wanted to make it, and I am a computer science guy. I do not know electronics, so I bought a body fat analyzer, and I tore it down. I opened it up. Okay. And by opening it up, I got its chip. I took a picture of that, I took an image of that chip and fed it to the ChatGPT. ChatGPT told me who actually is making this chip. And there was a strange thing that I got to know. I got to know that the Indian company which is selling it for 5,000, the chip was only for like $8 or something. $8. So if you could get it directly from China, it was for $8. Of course, there would be money spent across everything else. Yeah, I did reverse engineering. So I bought a machine, I broke it up, I took a picture of the chip, and let me show you that here itself. So I have that picture. So if my screen is visible, I would again share the entire screen and show you what I did for that particular body fat analyzer. Okay, so let me know that you can see the image here. So the image, here is the image of the chip. This is the image of the chip. So I'm sure you can see this. Can you see this chip? The green chip with this number FG something something is written over there. Okay. So this has become very interesting. Otherwise, I would not have dared to do an electronics project. But because I had AI at my assistance, so I would upload this image. I'm using Gemini. The rest of the tools would also work similarly. So tell me more about the PCB, printed circuit board, in this image. Let us meanwhile ask the same question to Copilot also. Tell me more about the PCB in this image. Okay, so it is telling me something. Told me a few things. Actually told me about Rockchip RK something processor, etc., which I do not really understand. But then I now know what to search. I at least now know what to search. And let me ask, did you read a chip number on the image? So there's a chip number there, and when you search for that chip number, it could not. It could not. What did the Copilot do? Let's see. It is telling me very stupid things. PCB is green in color. ChatGPT was able to do better things. Not good. Not good. Let me again see if I can use ChatGPT in incognito. No problem. Yeah, I can use another browser exactly. So let me go to Edge and let's try to use ChatGPT there. I was using incognito. So we are in Edge. I think this should help. Same behavior. I wonder how I use too much ChatGPT today. Let me just give me 1 second. I've tried to change my internet connection. So shouldn't. Did you saw the bottom of the page? No, it is not working. Just give me 1 second. Let me change my internet connection and maybe then it comes up. Give me 1 second. I'll be back in 1 second. I'll have to go off the lecture for 1 minute. I will change my internet connection and come back. Okay.
Meanwhile, all of you, any questions you all have, feel free to ask on the chat and the questions. So once Sumit sir is back, he can take all your questions. By the way, after the session, we will give you like a one document, one pager notes also. So don't worry and be rest assured on that.
Yeah, I'm back. Can you guys hear me? I think I am back in the meeting. All right. So let me again share the screen. Yeah. So I hope you can see the screen again. And when I changed the connection, ChatGPT started to work. I do not know why it did not work on the Geo. Now it is working fine. All right. So let me, because ChatGPT gave me the best answers for that image. Let me give the same image here and let's see what happens here. Because it was able to read the chip number and was able to guide me. I am uploading the image of PCB of a body fat scale. Body fat scale. Tell me more about this chip. So let's see what happens. So Gemini did not tell me too many things. Copilot is telling red and black wires. No, that is not good stuff. Let's see what ChatGPT does. Okay. I think this would, because the previous time I did it, ChatGPT gave me very specific answers. I was able to read this chip number FG2001 and was able to tell me who built it actually. Yeah, see. I hope, whether you are guys are able to see this or not, the central part of the PCB features an integrated circuit chip labeled with FG2001 ULB something, which suggests something. Now I would actually speak about this chip number. Tell me more about this chip number. So actually ChatGPT is doing far better than Gemini and Copilot. Although Copilot uses GPT, but it is not able to really see all those things. It was able to tell me who built it the last time I used it. This could mean the chip. I got it the previous time. It told me about some well-and technology in Guangzhou, China. Does not always give the same answer. Okay. In ChatGPT 3.5, you can't upload the documents, but I gave you a replacement of that, no? So in Claude, you can upload the documents. So Claude is there. You can upload documents there. There is the option of uploading documents. So the last time I uploaded this process PDF on Claude. So use Claude whenever you want to use the document uploading part. Is it all right? Of course, GPT-4 is paid, I agree. But whenever you want this document feature, go to Claude instead of GPT. Okay? If you are asking for an advice, should you buy the paid subscription of ChatGPT? I would strongly recommend it, but up to you. I would strongly recommend it. So the recent news about Claude is it actually did beat GPT-4 in a few parameters. It is backed by built by Anthropic and backed by Amazon, and they are really thinking that the recent Claude models are doing pretty good. Okay. All right. So far, we have been able to do two things. One was content generation. So in content generation, we did two examples. One was brainstorming for ideas, YouTube channel. And the other was quiz creation. So we use it for these purposes day to day. The second thing that we have done is document and image analysis. So one was a PDF document that we tried to read using Claude. The second was a chip image that I used to reverse engineer a machine, a body fat scale. All right. The next topic that we would want to do is how about some image generation. So sometimes, because as a part of your internship itself, we would require you guys to create YouTube channels, Instagram posts sometimes. So how about we create a thumbnail? Okay. So I would generally use either ChatGPT, because I have ChatGPT 4, you would not be able to use that for image generation. The second thing that I've been using is Image Designer, which is a part of Bing itself. Image Designer. So I would show you using the free tool, that is Image Designer. Okay. So Midjourney I have not used. Instead of Midjourney, I use Image Designer. Midjourney is also free, and Image Designer is also free. But Image Designer actually gave me a 92 credits or something. Okay. So this is the one that I would use. Instead of using this one, let me start it from scratch. Image Designer, Bing. So this is the image creator from Microsoft Designer, basically image creator. Let us open it up. So I have 91 credits. Okay, so let us try to create an image. Please generate an image. Generate an image of a student working on a laptop and sitting inside an auditorium. On the stage there should be a professor teaching using his laptop. The scene should have other students also. Let's see what it creates. So using this one actually works good. This is Gemini. Let's give the same. Gemini would not create an image. Gemini would just say we cannot create an image. Let me give this to ChatGPT also. ChatGPT has DALL-E. So the same I think is used in image generator here. So it has created. It is not very realistic. So now I would say make it realistic. Make it realistic. Let's see what we get. Meanwhile, let's see what Gemini did. Gemini would not do it. Let's see what ChatGPT does. ChatGPT made a fair image. I like this one. I can actually use it in a thumbnail, no problem. But image generator did not create a realistic one. Okay, now let's do an activity, because I don't think it is a good idea to me alone do this stuff. So how about you create an image? I want you to create an image and share the image here in the chat. Okay, so use whatever tool you want to use and try to create an image. And what I would want is a student in a university, a student walking on a university road in the evening. So try to create an image for this and share the image back here. So what I want is the image should have a student, a university road. The time is evening and student should be thinking something while walking. I do not know how they would do it, but try to make this. You should not upload images. You are not required to upload images. You are required to create images. So use this tool that I just demonstrated. Use this tool. So just go to this tool, Bing Image Creator. So go to this tool, Bing Image Creator. This link. And show me what you get. So Pinterest is a social media of all the images. But that does not create images, no. So let's say we want to have a YouTube channel and I want a thumbnail for that. So I would have to create my images, no. So I can use Canva for that, or I could use Adobe Photoshop for that. But I want a base to create the images. So over to you. Of course, I am not sure about, I do not know about Adobe Firefly. If you want to use it, do use it. For now, I have a task for you. Here's the task for you. Where to upload the image? There's a share option, no? So there's a share option. You create the image and share the link here. So there is a share option. For example, if you would use Bing Image Create, and if I would want to share this image, if I like this image and I want to share it, so there is an option to share. When you do share, you would get a link here. You copy it and you share that back in the chat. So do it and let me know. So I'm getting a few here. So let me see what I got from Pulkit Raj. Fairly good one. A student walking in the university. Nice. Fairly good one. and very simplistic also. So did the Gemini create the no? Gemini is not creating images for me at least. We are working to improve Gemini's ability to generate images. We expect this feature to return soon. So Gemini is not creating images, at least in the free tier. So this one I got from, this one is I think the one that I sent. There's one from Sai. Very nice image. Nice. Lokesh Kumar has sent one. Very good. I'm just wondering, is there a gender bias? Because all of these are guys. Or Aryan Jain is sending one. Very good. Alright. So gives me confidence that you have this ability. You would be able to create images. Nice. Ayush Das. Afreen Hussain. Nice. So did you say that this is a woman? No, you did not say that it's a female, but maybe it is a gender bias. Whoever is giving the, so let's say I'm a man and I'm giving this prompt, I get a man, and if a female would give this prompt. Great. Nice. Very good. Alright. So let's move forward. So image creation you have some idea with, because this is going to be a part of your homework today. You would have to create few images. Okay. Coming back. So if you want to use a tool, I would say Bing Image Creator is a free tool for creating images. Of course, you can use Midjourney if you want to. So Bing Image Creator uses DALL-E. So DALL-E is as good as Midjourney. Alright. So we have seen three things here. One was basic content generation. We've done that. And I am pretty sure that you are comfortable with that. Use any of the 5 tools that we have discussed. Gemini, Copilot, ChatGPT, Claude or Mistral, whichever you want to use. Second one was document analysis, document and image analysis. For this, you would not be able to use everyone. For document analysis, besides ChatGPT paid, the only free tool that I came across was Claude. For image analysis, most of them works. For image analysis, all of them were working, no problem. But not really well. I think for image analysis, the one that worked fairly well was Claude and ChatGPT again. Even Gemini did not read it pretty the way I wanted to. The next part was image generation. There are 2 more things that I want to show. One is code creation, code generation. So we create code of different kinds using this. Okay. The next thing that I would want to show is data analysis. And finally, plugins and custom GPTs. Okay. So in code generation, I have picked 3 activities there for which I used it. So one is how to embed a Google Map API. Okay. The second is images from video. I required it for some task. I would tell you about the task also. And the third is website code generation using an image. Okay. So let us do them one by one. So let's do the last one, website code generation. I wanted the code of a website. So in ChatGPT, if you have the paid product, then you have access to very good tools. For example, here in custom, if you go to explore GPTs, so you would find a website generator. So you upload the image and you would get the website. But this is, I think, for paid people only. So we would not be using that. We would instead upload an image and ask for the HTML code. Let's try to use a free product. So I would upload the image, a snapshot basically. So let me go to a website. Beautiful website, good looking website. So I would just go to a website and take a snapshot and ask the ChatGPT or the other tools, give me the code for these. Okay, so this one. Fully raw. Alright. Kismet. Alright. Whatever that is, I do not know. Give me a better website. Apple. So let's go to the Apple website. Okay. I would just take a snapshot and ask them to. So I take an image, capture, give it to ChatGPT, and let's see what it does. To the desktop. On the desktop, this is another website that I generated in the morning. So I have uploaded the snapshot of a website. I want the HTML, CSS, HTML and CSS code for this website. So let me try to do the same with ChatGPT, with Gemini. Most likely Gemini would not do it. Let me try Copilot. This is image designer, this won't do it. Let me see whether Claude would do it. Mistral I would not be, because Mistral does not allow you to upload anything. So I will not be able to do that. So let's see what results we get. So ChatGPT has given me a code. I have a code here and I am getting a CSS also. So I am getting something here. Gemini also has produced some code. Nice. I will not test out the code. Copilot has refused, I think. Yeah, Copilot has refused to do it. Okay, so this is one of the tasks that I used it for. That is website code generation. The second task that I used it for was images from a video. So before I tell you about this task, do you guys know a video is actually many images put together? Many images put together and shown quickly. For example, if I would show you 16 pictures in 1 second, you would see them as a continuous picture, continuous video. Are you guys aware of this fact that video is nothing but many images put together? Do you guys know this? That videos are many images put together. Yes. So the meaning of frame per second is, let us say if I am playing a video at 60 frames per second, it means in 1 second I am showing 60 different pictures. That is how animation works actually. Okay, so why I required this task was I wanted to create a 3D model of something. Okay, and I had a video of that. So what my project required was to convert that video into images. It was a 1 minute video and I wanted to get let us say 60 videos out of it, 60 images out of it, and these 60 images I had to feed to another program called a 3D Gaussian splat. So what a Gaussian splat does is it creates a 3D model, the kind of things you see when you're playing a game like Counter-Strike. What you see is a 3D model. So I had a video of a subject and I wanted to convert it into a 3D model. So before I could convert that video into the 3D model, I had to get the images first. That was the important part. I had to get the images. So there is a tool called FFmpeg that does the reverse part. It converts a video into images. Okay. So I spoke to ChatGPT and I told him the problem, and it told me how to run this FFmpeg tool to get images out of video. So let me try to show you that. I have a video and I want to convert the video into a set of images which I want to use for Gaussian splatting to create a 3D model. So how can I do this? So let's see what it says. I hope it will tell me about FFmpeg tool also. Let's see whether it is able to tell me the tool also. Let me try to speak the same thing with Gemini, and Copilot is going on. I am out of free messages on Claude. So I did not tell it. The first thing that it told me is FFmpeg is a common choice for this task. So let me now focus on how to use FFmpeg to convert a video into images. So it would give me a command, and using that command, so in fact even Gemini is able to tell me that FFmpeg is the way to go. And Copilot is also able to identify that FFmpeg is the way to go, and actually it gave me the command also in the first go itself. FFmpeg, input your MP4 and frame per second is 1, output images would go in this folder. So this is one of the things that I used it for recently, very recently. Okay. Another coding task that I used it for was Google Maps integration in my website, Google Maps API. Okay, so let us see that also, but let me take a look at the chart before anything else, and then we would see. Okay, so the images are coming. Meta's AI is called, actually the language model they are giving is called LLM. Llama. I was not able to get hands on this. Okay. Sanskar, don't worry, this would be recorded and shared with you. Don't worry. Alright. For now, let's focus on the next task, Google Maps API. Let's say in my website, I want to embed Google Maps API. I want to show a Google Maps and my home location. So let's speak to ChatGPT and see whether it would be able to guide me to do that. Okay. I want to embed a Google Map in my website. Show me how to use Google Maps API for this purpose. Let's see what it says. Let's ask the same question to Gemini and to Copilot. Okay, a very detailed answer on Gemini because it is coming from the Google's house. So you get an API key, generate the embed code, paste the code in your website, load the API. So it seems like this is what I wanted. I am getting the HTML, I am getting everything that I want. Let's see what ChatGPT gives me. So it is also giving me everything. I know this step is correct because you have to get the API key, embed the API key. Seems fine. So this is one other task that I use it for. Okay. So these were 3 examples of how we are using it for coding. Now very important part is data analysis. Your homework is going to use 2 major parts. One is image generation. The second part is data analysis. So I actually tested in the class that you guys are able to generate images or not. You were able to generate images. Now this part is very important because this is also going to be a part of your homework. Data analysis. Data analysis. Okay. So what is data analysis actually? You have a sheet of data, and you want to present that data in different forms. So you may want to filter that data. So let us say there are 100 rows and you only want 20 rows. So you should be able to filter that data. You should be able to sort that data. For example, on price, if you want to. So sorting should be important, filtering should be important, grouping. So let us say I have three kind of products. One product is red in color, one product is green in color, and one product is blue in color. And the red product has sold 50 times, green product has sold 20 times. I should be able to group those rows. And most importantly, I should be able to visualize the data. So let me give you an example of this. Just wait 1 minute. I have a sheet here, sample data set, sample data, and let me share this data with you. In the viewer capacity. So please open this link. Please open this link. I am not aware of Perplexity and Agent GPT. So there are so many tools, no? One person may not be familiar with all of them. Please open this sheet that I have given to you. So Mohammad Ayan, you can create images, and on those images you can keep those images in the background and give a voice over on that. Okay. All right, Sai Amrit, I would give it a try, but not in the lecture right away. But I would give it a try. For now, I want you to open this document. Let me attach it to the notice board, sample data sheet, because we are going to do a task here. You would have to create something, sample data sheet. Are you guys not able to open it? I think you should be able to open it. So no worries. If you're not able to open it, please see it on the screen itself. Do you see the data here? Do you see the data? Here is the date. Here is the product ID. Here is the color. Quantity sold and sales price. So this is the data that I have. Okay. You will have to use Claude AI for this task. I would use ChatGPT 4 because I have the paid version. Claude AI would also be able to do it because Claude AI has the document uploading ability in it. Bing won't work, Gemini won't work. Okay, but please take a look at the data. Are you able to understand this data at least? Be able to make sense of what this data is. So there are different products which have different colors and different quantities sold, and there are different prices. Okay, so tell me that you are able to at least see the data. Okay, the link, this is the link. I have attached it to the notice board. So on the notice board there is a link. If not there, I would just give in the chat again. Here is the link. Please open this link. Okay. All right. So please try to understand what this data is. Now the first task that I have is I want an extra column. So what I want in that column is total cost, which is quantity sold into sale price. This does not have it. So this is the first activity that I want to do. What is the first activity that I want to do? So I would do a series of activities. First activity, extra column of total cost. Okay. So let's see. Then we would keep on increasing this activity. So let me upload it to ChatGPT 4. Yeah. Lag. All right, all right. No, no. I am here itself. I am here. Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? All right, all right, all right. So I am uploading the data sheet. I hope you can see me. I hope you can see the screen again. Okay. So I am uploading that data sheet. I want to visualize the first 5 rows of this data in a tabular form. Okay. First 5 rows. So first 5 rows are these. I do not want the product ID column. I want only the month in the date column, and I want an extra column. So I do not want this column. This column should be gone. This column should show the month, and extra column to show the total cost. Okay. The first 5 rows, but I want an extra column which is total cost. I don't want the product ID column. Also, the date column should show month name only. Month name only. So let's see what we would get here. Pretty hopeful. ChatGPT should be able to do it. You guys are going to do it via Claude or any other tool that you can find off. Okay. Are? Okay, unit sold, quantity sold. So I would have to tell it, use the, okay, it is doing something again. Use the quantity. Okay, let's see if it has done something or not. All right, all right. So try to do it. It is telling the thought process also. It wanted units sold, found quantity sold. Wanted unit cost, found sale price. So it is able to identify what to do. And let's see what we get here. Here are the first 5 rows. Okay. Yeah, the date has been converted to January, color blue, red, yellow, quantity sold. Nice, 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 nice. So it is able to do what we wanted. So in date, I am getting the month name and I am getting total cost, which is the product of these two numbers, which is fine, which is exactly what I wanted. Okay, so this was the first task. Add an extra column. All right, now I would want, second task that I want is grouping. So let me explain what grouping is. Just give me 1 second. Let me explain what grouping is. This is a table. Let us say I have color and quantity. Color and quantity. And let us say I have price. Okay. So I also have ID, product ID. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Red, green, red, green, red. Quantity is 2, 3, 10, 5, 4, and forget about the price. So what grouping does is it converts multiple rows into one row. If I would group it by color, all the red rows would become one row. So this row, this and this row would become one, and the rest two would become one. So I would get two groups. So one group would be red, one group would be green. And because now I have a value of 2 and value of 10 and value of 4, I will have to tell it how to group them. So I can tell whether to take a product or a minimum or a maximum. So I would say sum them up. So I would get red is sold 10 plus 2, 12 plus 4, 16 times, and green is sold 8 times. Is grouping clear to you? If it is not clear to you, let me tell you again what is grouping. So red 5, red 3, green 2, green 6, yellow 4, red 8. if I would say group this on color, what I would get is these, all the rows which have same color would become one row. These three would be combined to make one row. So I would get red, and I would get 5 plus 3 plus 8, that is 16. Green would be combined, and I would get 2 plus 6, 8. Yellow, there is only one row, so I would get yellow 4. So the 6 rows would be converted to 3 rows. Is the meaning of grouping clear to you? Is the meaning of grouping clear to you? Yes, all right. So the meaning of grouping is clear to you. Nice. Okay, so let me see this data set. So if I would group, let's see, if I would group on the basis of color, blue. So how many colors do I see here? Distinct colors. I can see blue, red, yellow, black, red, black. So I think I can only see 4 colors here. Okay, so let me ask you to group on the basis of color. Group the data set on basis of color and show total cost against that color. Also total quantity. Also show total quantity. So I think I am going to get 5 rows only for the entire data set. There are 100 rows here, but I am going to get 5 rows only because there are only 5 colors. So all those rows would be combined together. All the blues would be combined together. All the reds would be combined together. All the yellows would be combined together. Let's see. So black 174. Blue was sold how many times? 101. Okay. So it is able to do grouping. Nice. Alright. So let's just confirm whether this data is correct or not. For red, it is saying 239 is the quantity sold. 239 is the quantity sold. So what I would do is, I would filter it. I would filter this data. So create a filter and let's say clear everything, and I want to see red only. So, and I would just click on this. I am getting a sum of 239. So correct, red is 239. Let me change the filter from red to black. And for black, the quantity is 174. Let us confirm whether we got 174 there or not. So black, we got 174. Now I would say sort this data set. Sort this data set on the basis of quantity sold. And tell me which color products sold the least quantity. Okay. So I think I would get blue first. So the first would be blue, then I would get black, then I would get red, green, yellow, and finally green. I should be able to identify that blue color products are selling least. Let's see. Let's confirm. The color, the least quantity of products sold is blue with a total of 1 unit sold. So it did not sort, it did not show me the table, but it is able to tell me that the blue has sold the least. Present in tabular format the data grouped by color and sort it in ascending order on quantity sold. So meanwhile it is doing it, let us focus on what we would do next. Now I want to make a bar chart here. So for bar chart, I would use a library called chart.javascript. But GPT would generate the code for me. GPT would generate the code for chart.js, and I would use something called CodePen. CodePen is a website on which you can host small HTML, CSS, JavaScript code and share it with other people. Okay, so I would use GPT to produce code using a library called chart.js to make bar graph of the data that I have presented, and I would show that data on CodePen step by step. Three things. I have data. I want to generate a bar graph out of it. So I would use a library chart.js. How I would get the code of that? ChatGPT would generate the code. ChatGPT will generate code. Code for what? To use chart.js. I would host that code on CodePen. So CodePen is a website where I can host small code on HTML, CSS and JavaScript and show the output to people. So these three steps I'm going to do now. Let's see whether ChatGPT has done our work or not. So it has done our work. So it is giving it me on the sorted basis. Now I would tell it, I want to make a bar graph from this data using chart.js and host it on CodePen. Please generate relevant HTML and CSS and JavaScript for that, and JavaScript code for that. Okay, so you generate the code. While it is generating the code, let us go to CodePen. So this is what a CodePen website is. So I would just go to codepen.io. I have signed up. It is free. You can also sign up. And let me make a new pen. So I want to make a new pen. I just clicked on a pen. This is what a pen is. You can paste HTML here, CSS here, JavaScript here. You would get the result here. Okay. So waiting for the code. All right. So I'm getting the code. Let it generate. So let me copy it. Let me copy the HTML. So HTML is here. So I have some CSS. Let me copy the CSS. And I will get some JavaScript also. So it is generating the JavaScript. As soon as it is generated, on the CodePen, I will be able to see what? I will be able to see my bar graph on the data. And I'm going to give you a similar homework. You would have to collect some data, then do data analysis on it, then generate a bar graph out of it. So what it is doing is, it is actually using the chart library and giving the data that it has collected previously. Blue, black, yellow, red, green, and data of 101, 174, etc. is coming from our previous work. Alright, so the code is ready. I go to CodePen, I paste it on JavaScript, and let's see what we get. Hey, here is a bar graph. So here is a bar graph. Blue actually sold the least, black sold more, yellow sold more, red sold more, green sold the maximum. So here is the bar graph. If I want a line graph, I can get that also. So if I would change that to line, I would get a line chart. So I got a line chart. So whatever you want. Bar chart. I think there is heat map also. So I can go to chart.javascript and see what all kind of charts there are available. So I knew about bar graph, so that is what I did. I can go to the website and actually check out what different kind of charts are available. So I think it is enough. Chart types. So there are different types. Bubble chart. So there is a bubble chart also, and you have to say bubble. So let me say, if I would have said instead of bar, if I would said bubble, what would I get? I'm not sure. I've never used it, but I'm just trying here. So bubble does not work. So bar works. Bar gives me a bar chart. Alright? Yeah, of course you can do it in Python. Of course you can do it in Jupyter notebooks also. So there, actually in programming, there are 1,000 ways of doing the same thing. You do it on Jupyter notebooks using Python, Matplotlib. You can also do it using chart.javascript and JavaScript. So whatever you want to do. Okay. Of course, ChatGPT 3.5 can generate code. Don't worry about that. So now I want you to share a pen with me where you have generated any kind of data. So I would share with you this GPT conversation. I would share this conversation with you if I can. So let me see whether I can share this with you or not. Actually, I think I can't share. So this is what? Fail to copy. So if I want to share this chat with someone, share. Array, could not create link. Not working. Alright, so now tell me that if I give you another data, so I would give you a simple task. If I give you another data sheet, would you be able to generate a bar graph after watching the recording of this lecture? So you have recording of this lecture, watch the recording, and you have another data sheet. Would you be able to generate a bar graph out of it? Okay. So you feel confident about that? Alright. Cool, because that is going to be your homework. Okay? No problem. So the last part of the lecture is I would want you to explore plugins and GPTs. So plugins and GPTs are tools that other people have written using ChatGPT or Gemini or Copilot. So Microsoft owns Copilot, Google owns Gemini, OpenAI owns ChatGPT. So let's speak with OpenAI. OpenAI created ChatGPT, but then they exposed their API to other people, and other people wrote a lot of software using that. So those are called custom GPTs or plugins. So I found some of them very useful. So let me show you a few. So one of the GPTs that I want to show is summary generation of YouTube. So see, this is a Chrome extension. I can add it to my Chrome, I can remove it from my Chrome. It is free. So YouTube summary with ChatGPT and Claude. So what it does is, sometimes YouTube videos are very long. Okay, so this link is in the document that I shared previously. The link is a part of that. So sometimes YouTube videos are very long and I just want to know a brief idea. So I can use this summary generator to tell me. For example, let us say this scene from Harry Potter. Okay, instead of this, I would want to do 3D Gaussian splatting. That is the thing that I have been exploring for the last 10-20 days. 3D Gaussian splatting creates 3D models from videos. So this is a recent thing that has been happening. So the process of creating assets for 3D games, the games Counter-Strike kind of games, that is going to become super cool now, because using a camera we can record a video, and using 3D Gaussian splitting we can create a 3D model out of it. So I've been exploring this, but there are long videos and I don't have the patience to go through those videos. So this is my Chrome extension that I have added. View AI summary. So I would not have to watch the entire 14 minutes video. Instead, I would just click on this. For example, let us say if we had this in Scalar, instead of watching my entire lecture, what you would do is you would just have this video, give it to the summary creator, and it would tell you whatever happened during the lecture. So now see, I am just about to get whatever has happened across the entire YouTube video. So it has a transcript, and using this transcript, it is going to tell me the summary of that. So this is one Chrome extension that ChatGPT plugin that I found very interesting. Another one is Link Reader. Oh, but I have linked something else here. So what Link Reader does is reads from a link and tells you whatever is in that link. So this is a link about an article from Inc42. I picked it. And in ChatGPT, if you have the paid version, you can go to Explore GPTs. So the Chrome extensions are free, but it would not let me explore. I want to explore GPTs. So in Explore GPTs, no, it is like App Store. For example, in Android we have Play Store. For example, in Apple we have App Store. So now in Chat GPT we have a GPT store. So people are creating GPTs and leaving it there. Oh, I found the link reader one. So this is the one that is link reader. So in the link reader, all the GPTs are given in this section called Explore GPTs. Hugging Face, yeah, I would want to check this out because I have been hearing about huggingface.co quite a lot. What is a plugin? Array. So see, what a plugin is, can you see this part in my Chrome? This part in my Chrome. This functionality, do you see this functionality? I click on this and I can move to any tab. This is a plugin. These are small software that get added to your Chrome and help you do more stuff. These are called plugins or extensions. Okay. So this is a code that has been sent by one of you people. Very good. Which kid sent it? Anant sent it. Very good, Anant. Very great work. Amazing work. Very good. Yes, I did crack JEE. I had a rank of All India rank 2040 back in 2005. So, but let's focus on the lecture. Okay. Claude generates code. Yeah. Claude should be. I have not tested it out. But yeah, this is the here we have generated code using Claude. No. So why do you think Claude does not generate code? It does. Okay. So this was the last part. Now the most important part. What homework do I have for you? So can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? I have two homeworks. You decide what you want to do. So homework 1. You can do any one of these. Homework 1. Homework 1 is very simple. Okay. But I would want you to create either a YouTube channel or an Instagram channel of your own. Okay. And whatever you have learned during this class, make a summary video of that. Make a summary video of AI tools and tasks that you have learned during the class. Any image that you need to create that YouTube video or the Instagram reel should be created using an AI tool itself. So make your images via AI. Then have that as a background. Make a slide deck. Make a slide out of this. So I am sure you have used Microsoft PPT or you have used Google Slides. So create images, make a slide deck. First step, create images. Second step, create a slide deck on Google Slides or Microsoft PPT. Whatever you want, or Canva, whatever slides you want to use, make a slide deck. Then do a recording of yourself as well as the screen. Yourself and screen, where you are trying to express whatever you have learned during the class. Okay. And upload it. Upload it to your YouTube channel. Your YouTube channel or your Instagram channel, wherever you want to. Instagram channel. Okay. Try to generate as much engagement as possible. So for titles, for descriptions, if you want to get ideas from AI, I would say the best way to do that is that. Okay. So this homework gives you creative freedom. You can go beyond the lecture also, explore anything that you want to explore, know more, and make a very engaging video. So the more engagement you get, better. Alright, homework 2. Homework 2. You decide whether you want to do this one or the first one, your choice. In homework 2, so go to prominent engineering colleges. Engineering colleges. Their websites. You can go to any engineering college website. So whichever engineering college that you are aware of, IITs, NITs, whichever engineering college, Thapar, VIT, PEC, Manipal, whichever engineering college catches your fancy. You go to their engineering college website. Go to their computer science department. Computer science department. And download the curriculum. So in the curriculum there would be 30 or 40 subjects. So anybody who does engineering from any engineering college, does computer science degree, they go through 30 or 40 subjects in the curriculum. For every subject, speak to ChatGPT and ask whether this subject is related to computer science or not. Whether this would help you become a better computer science engineer, software engineer, help you do programming or not. For every subject, ask that. So let us say there are 40 subjects, and let us say you got 20 yes and 20 no. So this college has a 50% relevant curriculum score. Okay? So do it for, let us say, 10 colleges, 10 different colleges. Now take a average score. Alright? Now do the same activity for SST, Scalar School of Technology. Go to our website, take a look at our curriculum, ask for the 30-40 subjects that you see, ask for every subject, is this related to computer science, and you will get some score. So give us a relevant curriculum score also. So make a bar chart, only 2 bars, one is SST, one is other colleges. And on this axis, we have relevant curriculum. So we think our curriculum is better because it is 100% computer science. In the rest of the colleges, it is nearly 50% computer science, 50% other stuff. So that is what I think that is what this study should give out. But I do not want to influence you. So if your study says that SST's curriculum is less relevant, I do not want to influence your decision. You do a independent research. So this is the research that I want you to do. Go to engineering college websites, go to their computer science department, go to their curriculum. There will be 30-40 subjects. For every subject, ask to ChatGPT, is this related to computer science directly or not? You get a yes, you get a no. For 30-40 subjects, you would get 20-30 yes, 10-20 no. So 20 yes, 20 no means 50% relevant. 30 yes, 10 no means 75% relevant. 10 yes, 30 no means 25% effective. So for 10 colleges, you would get different scores. Take an average of that score. So there would be a other college relevant curriculum score. Then do the same activity for SST, and there would be a relevant curriculum score for SST. Make a bar graph, and using that bar graph, I have shown you how to make a bar graph. Using that bar graph, make a slide and share your findings on a LinkedIn post. Wherever you want to show. If you want to show it on Instagram, I am fine with that. If you want to show it in YouTube, I am fine with that. So these 2 homeworks I have from my side. I hope you enjoyed the session. I hope you learned something new here. Okay. Just before leaving, before starting question answers, I have in this document that I shared previously, 2 more things here. 2 more things. How to keep yourself updated. So there is an amazing mobile app called Feedly. So install that app Feedly. It is free of charge, and search for technology and search for artificial intelligence. So it has the same reel kind of feel. So we keep on going through the reels on Instagram, no. So Feedly has same reel kind of a thing, but it shows you relevant stuff. So on Feedly, install Feedly and start exploring. There are 2 other websites that I mentioned there, AI News and AI Business. The other tools that you should keep an eye on is Claude AI, Mistral AI, Llama from Meta. One of the very interesting ones that I did not mention so far is NVIDIA Chat with RTX. The important part of this software is that this ChatGPT like functionality would get installed on your desktop. So even without internet, you would be able to speak to a ChatGPT like tool. So this tool is called NVIDIA Chat with RTX. This is available for desktops which have a specific graphics card from NVIDIA. Sora is another tool coming from OpenAI that is text to video. You give a text and you get a video out of it. Not available for us as of now. A similar tool called Vasa is available from Microsoft. Just yesterday it became available. Audio driven talking faces generated in real time. Another tool that I became aware of yesterday itself, Microsoft has released it, is Phi, Phi. So the magic of Phi is it is installed on your mobile. So if your mobile does not have a internet connectivity, even then you would be able to use ChatGPT like features. So this was the last part. I hope you enjoyed the section. If you PHI, not Phi, PHI. Okay, where do you want to submit? Where do you have to submit the homework? I think this answer would come to you from not me. Simran or Arjun, are you guys in the meeting? Can you guys tell you people how to submit the homework? Voiceover is nothing. So you record the screen and you give an audio on that. Simran, over to you. My session is done. Over to you guys. Simran.
Yes.
Yes. So I would mute myself. Over to you.
Yes. Guys, can you please stop texting? Am I audible to you? Okay. So we'll be providing you with the dashboard access by tomorrow afternoon. Till then, you can stay tuned and you can go through the session. We'll be providing you with the session recording as well. And we'll be assigning you the session homework once you'll be getting the dashboard access by tomorrow afternoon.
Simran, can I close the session? So I think the deadline for this is 10 days. I think by next week you can do it. And the rest of the collaboration we guys would do over WhatsApp. Simran, we would do the collaboration over WhatsApp going forward until the next session. Yash and Simran, if you want to add something to the session, please do. I think we can close the session otherwise. Yes, Simran, it is possible. If you want to do voiceover without showing your face, that is completely fine. No problem with that. Actually, we want to focus on the data, no? We want to see the skill that you have. So showing face is not important. Please again, homework 2. Acha, Aniket, no problem. Let me show you what you have to do after the bar graph. So after the bar graph, you can make a slide of that, or you can just click a picture of that and post it on LinkedIn and write what you have done. What does that bar graph stand for? Okay, or you can record a video by giving a voiceover on that slide and post it on your YouTube or Instagram. All right, Aniket. Yes, homework पे point है. Yes. So that is why the homework is there. Whoever does his homeworks better would receive goodies also, actually, not only. Yash, over to you. Are you in the meeting? Yash and Simran?
I guess we are go. If anyone is having a question, you can connect on WhatsApp and we'll be posting updates on timely basis.
All right, Simran. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. One second. Sanak, guys, reply. Guys, you can just reply to the poll. Okay, thank you so much, guys. We'll engage on WhatsApp now. Stay tuned for further updates and new sessions.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks.
Providing you with recording of the session on WhatsApp group itself. Okay.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.